Barbara Walters.
And I'm Martha Stewart.
And this is the Bartha Report,
where you can become informed about Alaska's environment.
Let's see what the weather is in each region.
Great idea! Because, you know, it is very different in each region.
Yeah. How's the weather in the Southwest, Shirley?
Well, Barbara, it seems the weather here has taken a turn for the worse.
Oh, really? How so?
It's pretty windy!
Well, what is the update of the volcanic activity?
It seems to be increasing rapidly. All the magma is beginning to emerge from many of the nearest volcanoes that have the most current activity.
Are you saying that all those people in the Southwest region could be greatly at risk of being killed by vaporization?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, now let's see how the environment is in the South Central region. Take it from here, Martha. Martha?
Thank you, Barbara. Now, let's hear what Bob has to say about the South Central region.
Hey Martha, the weather here seems to be pretty nice. We're actually getting some sunny weather today.
I see. I kind of figured that since I live in the same town as you.
Well, yeah, I guess you already knew that then.
Okay, now let's see what the weather update is in the Northwest region. Johaba Chewbacca?
Well, it's summertime here, so it's daylight all the time. Today, it's cloudy and a little bit foggy. Not much to report.
Fascinating. Any volcanic activity?
No, there aren't any volcanoes up here.
Oh, really? And how do you know that?
I live here.
Let's learn about what's going on in the southeast.
Thank you, Martha. Now what do you got for us, Jenkins?
It's raining. It's supposed to rain 4 inches today.
Wow, well aren't we jealous, Martha? Now Jenkins, is the Muskie going to be able to handle this?
Absolutely. Especially since we've just had a bit of a dry snap.
Well, we'll be right back when Barbara gets to interview Mr. Wilson.
If you're like me, you like to iron all the time. Now let me give you an example of how this one works. Yes. See how it straightens the fabric. Straighten.
We're back and I get to interview Wilson, a man who knows much about the environment, so let's kick it off. What exactly do people mean when they say the environmental wars?
Well, there are constantly people who want more liberties with the environment and people who want to protect more of it.
I've heard that there was a big difference between what price trees fetched in the forest and what they fetched on the open market.
Oh yes, that's true. A matter of fact, that difference was up to $197.
Who was it that got quite a beating for pollution, especially in the southeast?
It was the pulp mills.
And what towns were they in?
They're in Ketchikan, Sitka, and Wrangell.
And how did this affect their economy?
It was a hard blow, but they managed to pull through the dark time.
What did the Reform Act bring to the Tongass forest?
It brought much great environmental protection.
What did the Forest Service demand?
They demanded that the mill obey tighter environmental restrictions in harvesting timber and in the operation of the mill.
Okay, now what was the largest oil spill in America?
It was the Exxon spill, 10.8 million gallons. It was not high on the world scale though, only number 34.
How many Americans generally view the spill?
Well, they view the spill as an example of corporate irresponsibility toward pristine environmental resources.
Well, it was great talking to you, Wilson.
It was great being here.
We'll be right back to finish the Bartha report.
Bum ba bum ba da 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 bum bum.
Are you prepared for the story behind the story, the epilogue of Lord and the
of the Rings. Oh! It's action-packed, filled with woe and tragedy. My finger! Are you a true Lord of the Rings lover? If you are, buy this wonderful DVD full of education on sword moves and special features like the parry and the thrust. Call 1-800-333-444-443-321. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, that was a riveting interview. Oh, this just in. There is going to be another ballot about whether we should be able to go aerial hunting for wolves or not.
Really? Again?
Yes, this is the third time. The ballot comes up in 6 months. Governor Palin gave $400,000 to Fish and Game to educate about aerial hunting.
So she's all for it? Well, this has always been a debate. There aren't many wolves left in America. They are mainly here in Alaska. People come to see them, but people also come to hunt them.
What a predicament. There are also so many things changing with our environment. The glaciers are melting and we're getting some new birds up here. The precipitation has increased dramatically in some areas. A matter of fact, I've heard say that if it gets much warmer, we might get new pests up here, such as ticks.
Well, that's all for today. Stay classy, Alaska.
Thanks for dropping by.
Let's learn more about what's going on in the Southwest. East, Barbara! Well, we'll be right back when I almost said Marva.
We're back, and I get to interview Wilson, a man who knows much about the environment, so let's kick it off. It's okay, Wilson. Shh. It's his first time on television. Get used to it. Shh. Take a breath. Come on, take a breath. Shh, Mr. Wilson.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on the wrong page.
That is true. We really suck if we were on the news.
My finger!